Thanks for coming in today, everybody. Hello, hello. I know it's been a while. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the stream, 1st of 2025. And it's a Thursday afternoon when most everyone is probably working, but at least the archives always go up on the YouTube. So if you're watching this on the YouTube channel after the fact, thank you for coming in today. Good afternoon. It is the 2nd of January. It is my first stream of 2025. I'm wearing a heat bag because my shoulders are a little stiff. Been working on the physical therapy. Everything's going well with the neck. I have been, I got my landing currency sim done, then immediately got the Rona, but I'm feeling much better today. So I think I have recovered from the Rona, and I am feeling better, and I am feeling ready to do a little flight sim action right now. What are you talking about? Are you what are you controlling something to Tango Bravo? I'm just gonna mess around here with a little GA. Got a handful of custom sceneries that are free from the flightsim.to website. From this gentleman who goes on that site by the name of V. Basilio. He made a bunch of fields in the San Diego County. So where he did Montgomery Field, we didn't pull that one. Ramona, Gillespie, Brownfield, Oceanside, Borrego Valley, Fallbrook Community Air Park, Agua Caliente, hot water, Jacumba. Just to, that's the list he has right there. So I'm going to start out here in Jacumba. We're going to fly up to Agua Caliente Springs, to then Borrego Valley, and then we'll cut over here to Fallbrook Community. We'll try and avoid the restricted area here and do a quick hop maybe down to either Oceanside, or we might skip Oceanside and then I think actually we are going to skip Oceanside and just go to Ramona after the Fallbrook Community. So that's probably going to be the plan. There is a little bit of ATC online over down here covering San Diego approach. However, the only controlled field is Ramona. So if he's still online by the time we get to Ramona, that would be one thing. He is a Virtue Safe Flying Club member as well. That is doing the controlling. So we'll see how that plays out. But that's kind of the idea of what I plan to do. Thanks for coming in today. So let's take a look at this. We'll take a look at all these sceneries individually just to showcase them, because I found them to all be very cool. We'll take closer looks at them before we do our flying each leg. So you can see Jacumba right on the border. I mean, this is legit the U.S.-Mexico border right here. At least that's what it looks like in a sim. But this is where this airstrip is legitimately right on the border of the U.S. and Mexico, and I think it's pretty well known for these guys right here, these little gliders. Hopefully they're smart enough to stay on the U.S. side and not cross over into the Mexico side. But that's the border right there, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to start here, do a little VFR action up in the San Diego County area to some of those smaller fields. Defiant Prawn, you might have just missed it. I kind of just went over the plan. I can show it again real quick, though. I found a bunch of these little strips on flightsim.to. Some gentlemen made all these as custom sceneries for free. So we're going to go right here along the U.S.-Mexico border from Jacumba. We're going to go up to Agua Caliente Springs. Thanks, Sky Vector. I really love when you do that. You got to be kidding me. I never understand why it does that sometimes. Anyways, to Borrego Valley, to Fallbrook Community Air Park, and Ramona. He also did sceneries for Oceanside and Brownfield and Gillespie, but I think we'll stop with Ramona. We'll see how we're feeling. Maybe after Ramona, maybe we'll think about Gillespie, but that's kind of, actually, I don't think I installed the Gillespie one yet, so maybe we would think about Oceanside. But either way, that's kind of the plan. Just fly around this area. Nice VFR weather. We'll fly the Sierra, and we'll just check out these fields. Defiant Prawn, if you want, like I said, I was talking about, they're on flightsim.to, or flightsim.to. This gentleman right here, V. Basilio, he's got all of these freewares for all these fields that we talk about. So if you wanted to go on to FlightSim2 real quick and pick those up and throw them into the sim, I would recommend maybe doing that first, and then you can join up with me down the road, maybe at Agua Caliente, once you get those, into the sim. And then I think I still have them from previous events. Have we done events? I had not downloaded any of these, so I definitely didn't have them installed at any point. I do remember us doing an event where we did the Border Patrol event, where I know we flew into Jacumba was one of the fields that was eligible for that event. I do remember we did like Yuma to Brown Field all along the border. I think Calexico was another one. I remember that event from the Flying Club. But I had not downloaded any of those sceneries. Now that I have the sceneries, I decided we're going to do the flying. So again, just a suggestion. Otherwise, you're welcome to join me. I am going to get fired up here in a couple minutes and get moving from Jacumba to the first stop, which is going to be Agua Caliente Springs, so it's L78 to L54. And I'm going to continue on looking at so you got, little glider action right here, and just a little building. So I think, like I said, very popular gliding airport over here. A couple of other, they got little helicopters here. That's it, right along the border here. And so we're gonna take off, and obviously we're gonna fly to the north and not cross the border. It looks like we're gonna use runway 7 according to the windsock here. So we'll taxi down to runway 7 and then make a left crossing departure. A little bit of mountainous area out there that we're going to have to keep an eye on. We'll try not to hit those as we're going up to the north. So that's kind of the plan. So again, if you do want to join me, you're welcome to. Join me. I'm on the VATSIM network. I am not on the multiplayer. And let's go ahead and get this show on the road here a little bit. All right, so we're going to take all the chocks, tie downs, pitot covers off. We're going to fill this thing up with gasolina, enough for the trip. We'll go 80% on the tanks. Should be enough to get us do everything we want to do on this trip here. It's just me and my bags. No passengers. And let's see. All that is good. And alright, so that's really all we need the tablet for to get set up there. And then we'll get rid of that guy. And we will, the mixture prop forward, I'm going to turn the fuel pumps on. Why are you not working? There we go. Pain in the butt. Alright, so we'll do batteries on, avionics, fuel boost pump. We'll clear the area, clear left, clear right, clear prop. Put the headphones on so it's a little quieter. Alright, fuel boost can come off. Get the GPSs warmed up here. I'm leaning the mixture just a little bit here. Like right about there is going to be where it wants to be, right on the ground here. Get my altimeter synced. So yeah, we're about 2,800 feet. That's why we needed a little bit of that. We're not going to worry about setting an altitude or anything. I'm going to plan on hand flying for the time being. Maybe for some of the longer legs, we'll do a little bit of the autopilot. This first leg's only 21 miles, second leg 18. The third leg is 47 nautical miles. So we might turn the autopilot on for that third leg, and then the fourth leg is another 25 miles. But otherwise, we'll probably do a little bit of hand flying as we go along here. Right now, well, I guess I could probably turn my lights on and my beacon. That would probably be smart. Very good. Alright, so GPS loaded up. So I'm going to do them one at a time. I'm not going to do the whole flight plan here at once. We're just going to do one at a time. So the first one we're going to is L54. And again, we'll just use this as a little bit of reference. And then we're going to squawk VFR. We're not going to be picking up any flight following. We will eventually get, like I said, to Ramona if the air traffic controller's still on. By the time we get there, we'll have to talk to him since he does control that Class Delta field. And I'm showing up as an airliner. That's a bummer. Where are you? Oh, there you are. I see you over there. Okay, very nice. Yeah, it's a bummer, man. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'll give you one more minute, Defiant Prawn, to get ready. Unless you are already ready. I did file a flight plan, by the way, on VATSIM, just from here to Ramona, since that's going to be the final stop if you want to file a VFR plan real quick on the network. Just so you show up there with me. That's up to you, though. It's not a Virtue Safe Flying Club event, so you don't have to. And I think I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and take this heat bag off of my shoulders. And well, first we should probably, before we do anything, is do a quick run-up. So we'll run it up. We'll do about 1900 RPM. We'll cycle the prop, and then it goes down to about 1700 RPM to do the mag check. So we'll do the prop cycling here. That's good. You know what? Even with it's a little quiet, we want the noise, so we're gonna take the phones off. We want to hear what's going on, so we'll pull this back. I want to hear a little bit of the noise. It's too quiet. It's too quiet. We'll get a little bit of noise coming through here. 1700, so we'll watch the mags drop in the limits. That's good. Back to both, and we're in the limits on this one. Back to both. Okay, so we're good there. Idle. Alright, all good there. So for takeoff, we'll turn the fuel boost pump on. And we will taxi on out. Oh, I should probably get the appropriate CTAF frequency since we're on VATSIM. Almost forgot about that. CTAF here at Jacumba is 22.9. And I'm using this to switch my frequencies. I always do it the cheat doodle way. It's just easier for me. About to clear. 21.5 in the COM 2, so listen to, we'll monitor guard on COM 2. Like good pilots we are. And what was I going to do next? I was going to open up the sky vector for Agua Caliente Springs as well, just so I know what CTAF to eventually go over there. Their CTAF frequency over there is also 22.9. That's convenient. All right. Jacuma traffic. Sierra 124 Mike Charlie is going to back taxi runway 7, Jacuma. Even just got a nice random tractor out there. You see that, chat? That's great. That's funny. So again, these are all going to be just little custom little sceneries that were on the flightsim.to website that I figured we would check out. Oh, look at that mountain view in front of us. You can see the U.S.-Mexico border to our right. We'll make sure we turn out to the left and make sure we don't cross the border. Jacuma traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie, departing runway 7 will be a left crosswind departure to the north. Jacuma. Let's go flying. It's been a while. First time in 2025. And away we go. Positive rate, gear up.
Nickel traffic here. Command G585 Romeo Papa back taxiing runway 7. Come.
Clear left. We'll start our left crosswind turn. And we're on our way up to Agua Caliente Springs. Again, we're going to hand fly it.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Thanks for coming in today, Snow Skier. Thank you for 17 months.
17 months.
Come fly with me, let's fly. So we're actually doing a flying club event in honor of Frank Sinatra later this month. Talk more about that later on in the stream. But let's go ahead and make sure we're going to clear these mountains here. Looks like we're going to just be able to climb over these guys. Not exactly the strongest climber, this airplane, but as long as we don't hit the mountains, we are good. Definitely would not have cleared that guy, but that's why we just kind of flew around him like that. And now we can kind
traffic.
of...
Command G585 Romeo Papa departing runway 7. Left traffic to the north. Strip over.
I think that's that what we just passed, I think, is the highest point that is along at least this path here. Yeah, I think that's the highest point that we're going to have to navigate, 4647. So should be good there. And then as we continue, you know, we got this little kind of open space right here that we can kind of fly into. And then on the other side, it kind of starts to level out ground a little bit. So we're not going to need to go more than 4,500 feet is when I'm done rambling. That's more or less what I'm trying to get at. So we're going to try and aim for about 4,500 feet and then level off. For the quick cruise, not a super long flight. We're only going about 18 miles. And we do have the same CTAF frequency for Agua Caliente Springs. I just realized I didn't turn on my landing light or my strobe light like an idiot, so we're going to turn those on now for safety, and we'll continue on. And I'm going to kind of creep towards the little opening, little valley here for a little extra safety on our way up. Like a 25-ish squared. See if we can get this thing trimmed out nice and nice. Definitely is asking for up trim. Rouse House, thanks for coming in today. Good afternoon. And Define Prawn, thanks for flying along with us this afternoon. Why do you not want to level off? I've always had issues with some of the different airplanes and trimming them out in this sim. It's a consistent bugaboo of mine with this sim, is that these airplanes don't seem to really trim out as well as some of the airplanes would on X-Plane. But we'll do our best, and we'll, you know, hand fly it out as much as we need to here. Still haven't taken the plunge at 24. No, and I don't plan to anytime soon. I know there's a lot of streamers that have been enjoying it. I also know that it still has a lot of issues. There's still a lot of things that are considered experimental on it. And frankly, I just don't have the space on my computer to get it on top of this. So I think I'll be hanging out. Star the Controller, thanks for coming in today. I will be ending up in Ramona, but that is my last stop on this little journey that I'm doing, so I won't be going straight there. so you'll have to be patient. We are going to be stopping at Agua Caliente Springs, then Borrego Valley, then Fallbrook Community Air Park, which are all uncontrolled, before then going to Ramona. So we'll get there eventually if you're still online, and you don't have to wait online first either if you have other things to do, my friend. But we're not going straight there. Got a little bit of a journey to make first. Yeah, the sensitivity, you're absolutely right, is very different depending on which airplane, and even just in the sim in general. Different sims within the sim, like this one is not trimming out very nicely at all. So I'll have to be making use of the yoke more than I probably like. But again, these are a couple short legs. The longer leg going from Borrego to Fairbrook will use the autopilot, since that's about a 50 nautical mile leg. Going to get 24, I want to access Steam Gauge 172 and the SR20. There's a lot of other features in 24 that I would really like the being able to walk around outside and do a walk around. The visuals are even vastly improved, which is saying a lot considering how visually pleasing even Microsoft 2020 is. But I will eventually dabble into 2024 once it really kind of settles in, is I guess the term I'm looking for. Once it kind of settles in and becomes a little less buggy and a little more functional.
For 42 months.
Good Fixins, thanks for coming in today.
Mike.
Mike. It's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. Agua Caliente Springs traffic. This is Sierra 124 Mike Charlie, about 10 miles to the south. We'll be coming inbound for a full stop. I don't even know what the runways are. It looks like 11 and 29. Looks like the winds are pretty much calm. Is there a calm wind configuration? Doesn't look like. Use runway 29 for landing and 11 for departure. Oh, wind permitting use of runway 29 for landing and runway 11 for departure. Okay, so we land 29 and we'll depart 11. So if we're landing 29, it'll probably be a left downwind entry. Oh no, they want a right downwind entry for runway 29. See, this is why you read the information. So start a little bit of a descent here. So it wants a right downwind entry for runway 29. And since we're already kind of facing almost to 290 degrees by the time we get there, we're probably going to have to overfly the field to join the right downwind. And the field elevation is, and I'm looking at this on my other monitor chat, 1220. So that would make the traffic pattern altitude 2300. So we'll want to be at like about 2800 to overfly at least 500 above. So 2800 feet.
To the south will be crossing midfield, entering right downwind for 29. Agua Caliente.
And that's exactly what we'll be doing. So our friend is on the ball, chat. Our friend that is joining us this afternoon for this flight. I gotta find the airport first and foremost here. I'm not seeing it yet. I think it might it might be in this valley over here. I'm betting. Let's see. No, I should be pointing right at it. So let's see. Where are you? Where are you? Keep the descent going to about 2,800 feet. See if we can find this sucker. I have not yet found it. I think it's probably gonna be right behind this hill, and that's probably why you need to do a right downwind instead of a left downwind. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, Defiant Prawn, these are all gonna be full stops, because then I'm gonna take a moment to kind of look in the drone cam to check out these little freeware sceneries for them. And then we'll, re-plug in my GPS to the next point. But it'll be quick, full stops, unless I need to use the little boys' room, in which case, if you gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta go to the bathroom at that point. But planning on them being pretty quick stops. So I'm gonna start pulling the power back here. Let's Yeah, I see it poking out behind that valley. You should see the runway now, chat, coming into view. So that's what we'll do. We'll overfly and we'll join the right down. So I'm going to point right at it. Agua Caliente Springs. Beechcraft 0124, my Charlie is about 3 to the south. Going to overfly, join a right downwind for runway 29. Agua Caliente. Oh, we're getting a little low. We wanted to be about 2,800 feet to overfly.
Caliente traffic, Comanche 555 Romeo
We'll go
Papa,
ahead and
3
put the
miles
first
to
notch
the
of
south,
flaps
speed
in.
overflying the field, right downwind for 29.
Put the gear down.
Aqua Caliente traffic.
Pretty much right over the field. So now we can kind of go down to the 2,300 feet for the pattern altitude. Kind of mucked that up a little bit already, but that's fine. Agua Caliente Springs traffic. Sierra 124, my Charlie is joining the right downwind for runway 29. Agua Caliente Springs. Come on, button. Why are you not working, button? There you go. There we go. That was a little weird. Alright, so there we are, right downwind.
Agua Caliente traffic, Comanche 555 Romeo.
If you guys want to put a quick landing rate guess in, you
right
can. We
downwind
can take a look at all the different landing
Aqua
rates at all
Caliente.
these fields at the end. You got about 15 seconds to put a guess in for this one. Agua Caliente Springs traffic, Sierra 124 my Charlie right base for 29. Agua Caliente Springs. It's a mouthful to say this airport. The flaps to 20.
Aqua Caliente traffic, Comanche 5 Romeo Papa, right downwind 29. Aqua
Turn the
Caliente.
final. Flaps to full. Not much to this one. I can see why they prefer you to take off of runway 11 instead of 29 and then land 29 instead of land 11 is because of that mountain right at the end there of the field. Definitely makes sense.
Aqua Caliente traffic, Comanche 5
Not bad.
Romeo Papa, right base 29. Aqua Caliente.
Not bad at all. Looks like there's some writing on the runway, so again, we'll get into, and there's a sign out there to the left. We're going to go ahead and get off the runway here for our friend, and we'll take a quick peek with the showcase cam, see what it looks like. Looks like there's just a tiny little parking area over here. Agua Caliente Springs traffic, 0124 Charlie's clear of runway 29.
Caliente traffic, Comanche 5 Romeo Papa, final 29, full stop. Aqua Caliente.
So again, we'll park it up real quick. We're going to leave the engine running. We'll leave it running hot. And we'll take a quick look in the showcase cam on the outside here. I'm going to switch the fuel tanks while I'm thinking about it. And we'll go showcase cam, reset position. First, we can take a look at our buddy coming in for the landing here. I'm pretty sure I set my parking brake. Guess we'll find out soon enough. He's flying a Comanche. It looks like a Bonanza. Close enough, I suppose. So you got a little windsock. You got the little Agua Caliente on the runway. And you got the little parking area over here. And you got whatever's going on right here. There was a sign over out here, I think. Where was that sign? I could have sworn I saw like a green little sign out here. Where is that? There it is. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Look at that. Nice. So we got that going. There's another sign over there we're going to take a look at in a second. You got the little...
Aqua Caliente traffic.
We're being watched.
Papa clear 29. Aqua Caliente.
Aviation area, no trespassing. 22. Oh, look at that. It's even got... I think that's the real world phone number, too. Nice. And what does this sign say? I bet you this sign says next left. Yep, there it is. Okay. That's what I figured it was going to say. Alright. So, again, kind of neat. Simple. Now we'll take off of runway 11 like it recommends, since the windsock is dead out there and it's pretty much calm. And we'll do the next leg, which is going to be... It's Breaking Bad. That's funny. We're going to go from Agua Caliente Springs here, L54, to Borrego Valley, which is... Oh, just a little streamception there. To Borrego Valley, which is L08. It looks like the wind is calm over at Borrego Valley there. So let me open up the information for this guy. We don't need Jacumba anymore. We're going to look at this guy real quick. CTAF is 22.8, so it is a different CTAF frequency. We'll keep that in mind. It looks like we got right traffic for 8, left for 26. And we'll look at the notes. Is there any specific runway it wants? Doesn't look like there's any specific runway it's desiring, so we'll probably, again, since there's really not much wind, let's see, wind, pretty much calm everywhere. Oh, there's like no wind, so we're gonna really have our choice here in the matter. So we'll probably do, in this case, just since it's gonna be a little bit easier, we'll probably do the left downwind for runway 26, since that's going to put us straight into what we want to do with the wind calm there. So we'll plan on a left downwind for runway 26 into Borrego Valley. Alright, I'm in the showcase cam, that's why I can't do what I was trying to do. Everything in the airplane still looks good. We'll go again now to L, the number 0 and the number 8. Borrego Valley, and that's going to be next. Again, we only have to go 18 miles for this one, so again, we're not going to really be pushing it too hard. Alright. Airplane is all good, so we can just go ahead and taxi out. Release park brake. Again, 22.9 still for here, and then 22.8 is going to be the CTAF for Borrego Valley. Agua Caliente Springs traffic. Sierra 124, my Charlie is going to be departing off of runway 11. It's going to be a left crosswind departure to the north. Agua Caliente Springs. Not a whole lot of space here. Alright, we'll get this turned around and let's go back and do some more flying. Positive rate gear. I have the Comanche, yeah, but I'm using the Sierra. I don't know why it's showing me as an airliner, though. But I have the Comanche. I'm not sure why it's showing you as that, either. I kind of beyond trying to guess the model matching at this point when it comes to Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. It just doesn't seem to ever really want to play nice. Agua Caliente Springs traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie is departing to the north. Aguas Caliente Springs. Once again, we're going to have a little bit of mountain that we're going to need to climb over, so we should probably be more of a VX climb versus a VY climb here.
Crosswind traffic to the north.
And again, we can always skirt a little bit to the right if we need to get around it, if we're not going to be able to climb over it. Which we probably won't. But we'll see what we get. Good Fixins, thank you for the resubscription. I saw your message. I don't think I said thank you, though. So thank you for the 42 months. I appreciate you very much. And for everyone that's sort of unemployed on a Thursday afternoon, thanks for coming in today. I'm not unemployed. I just don't... my reserve schedule starts on Saturday. It'll probably be very early in the morning on Saturday that I'll start reserve finally. Now that I'm back, I've got my landing currency done. Even though my neck, my upper back and shoulders are killing me today, but that's, you know, every now and then it still reminds me that I had the procedure a few months ago. We got physical therapy tomorrow morning, keeping up with that.
Come fly with me, let's fly.
Cylinder cooling be damned. Yeah, I guess I probably should
Iowa Scotsman just resubbed for 11 months.
Aqua Caliente
not
traffic
keep pushing the
command
engines too
25
hard.
proceed
Iowa Scotsman,
northbound,
thanks
last call,
for coming in
Aqua
today.
Caliente.
Appreciate the 11 month resubscription. Thank you so much. Snow Skier, Good Fixins, Iowa Scotsman, thank you all for the resubscriptions this morning. First stream of 2025, and we're doing a little bit of fun flying in the San Diego County area, some smaller fields. Again, found a kind of like a package deal almost of these small little custom-made fields on the flightsim.to website, and that's what we're checking out here this afternoon in the Beechcraft Sierra. And there's definitely a lot going on in terms of mountains over here. Highest point is right here, which is 5349 according to the chart. But I think more or less everything else, as long as we get up around that, we'll be fine. You know, around 4,500 feet going the rest of the way to Borrego here. And actually, I think I'll be able to kind of turn left and go towards Borrego now. I think this altitude even would be high enough. And again, we only have to go about another 15 miles. So we just kind of wait for this plateau to end, and then it kind of goes down into another valley. And that's where we'll find the airport eventually. I'm not going to really worry too much about altitude on this one, since it's just a short leg. Borrego Valley field elevation is 522, so we'll do 1,600 feet is going to be the pattern altitude that we'll use. 1,600 for the pattern altitude, and we'll do a left downwind for runway 26. It'll be more convenient that way. And we do need to switch frequency, though. We need to go from 22.9 to 22.8. CTAF there is 22.8. So we're up on 22.8. So I'm going to sneak around here where it's a little bit lower than this guy and this guy right here, and then kind of then go back to the left towards where the fuel is going to be. It's kind of the plan that I have in mind. Yeah, it's severe clear. That definitely helps. It's calm and clear and beautiful, as you would expect, I guess, in the San Diego County area. I mean, this is, I would imagine, quite typical weather for this area. Not a whole lot to see out here. At least not yet. When we get a little bit closer to Ramona, and get a little bit closer to civilization, there'll probably be a lot more to see in terms of building and stuff. But this is just a lot of dry mountainous land out here. We kind of now shoot down this valley on our way into Borrego County. Borrego County traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie, about 10 miles to the south, getting on our left downwind for runway 26 and a full stop, Borrego County. So what do we said? 1,600 feet for the traffic pattern altitude. You can see the land definitely starts to flatten out down here a little bit. So we'll go down to 1,600 feet. I do believe that I have the field in sight. I think it's just right along here. Right before that lake is where it's going to be.
Borrego Valley traffic, Comanche 585 Romeo Papa 10 miles to the south. Be entering a left downwind for 26 Borrego Charlie traffic.
Oh, you know what? It's a little bit closer than I thought. Is this right here? I don't think that's it yet. That's just some land ho. There's another airport right here, it looks like. Right? Is that another airport right here? That's not it though, is it? 6 miles, that can't be. What is this? It's another strip? What am I looking at here? Oh, so that's a Borrego Air Ranch. Borrego Air Ranch. So that's a different airport over there. Borrego Air Ranch. But we're not looking for that. We're looking for Borrego Valley. So that's what we got here. So 1,600 feet. And oh, let's get back on the track here a little bit. I don't think there's a scenery for Borrego Air Ranch that this gentleman created. But you can see that it's there. And they got a little, it's one of those little paved and dirt little mix, looks like. I'm not sure. That could be a Microsoft Flight Sim ism. That is not the field we're looking for. And the field we're looking for, I thought was going to be in front of the lake here, but it looks like it's actually going to be behind this lake. I guess if I look closer at the chart, that would make sense. This actually looks like it should be more of a dried up lake, according to the chart here. And then the field is just out beyond it over here, so. And sure enough, you can kind of see the airstrip kind of coming into view now, even if it is a little blurred in the sim. And again, we're descending by accident here. We want to be at 1,600 feet for the track pattern altitude. Let's go ahead and get that back up. This thing, it does not hold trim at all, so it's a little difficult at times here. The altitude holding. I'm also not paying enough attention to it. I'm looking at a bunch of other things, so that's partially on me. Vex Freeze, thanks for coming in today. Again, we're about to join the left downwind for runway 26 at Borrego Valley. First notch of flaps in. pretty easy to see the field. It's usually supposed to enter more on a 45. I'm going to enter a little bit on a 90 here. It's fine. It's uncontrolled. Borrego Valley traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie entering a left downwind runway 26, Borrego Valley. Same thing as before, we'll stop, full stop, we'll park it, we'll take a look at the scenery real quick, load up the next leg. This next leg is going to be a little bit longer, so we'll probably work with the autopilot a little bit on this next leg. Get the gear down. Borrego Valley traffic, 0124 by Charlie left base for runway 26, Borrego Valley.
Borrego Valley traffic, Comanche 585 Romeo Papa, turning left downwind for 26, Borrego Valley.
We've got our friend in tow behind us there. We'll make sure we don't spend too much time on the runway. You can see him just off our left wing behind us there, so plenty of space. See if we can get another good landing. Borrego Valley traffic, 0124 my Charlie, final runway 26, full stop, Borrego Valley. For some reason I almost wanted to say 24 instead of 26. Flaps are full, runway's clear, lined up very nice.
Borrego Valley traffic, Comanche 5 Romeo Papa, left base 26, Borrego Valley.
What we'll do is we'll taxi to the end of the runway here, chat, and then we'll take a look from there. We're not going to taxi all the way down to the ramp. It's all over there. We'll just get the showcase cam to take a look. Actually, there's a little opening right here. This is perfect. Never mind. We'll just take this little opening right here. Borrego Valley traffic, 0124 Charlie is clear, runway 26. Looks like it's a little helipad. I don't see any helicopters coming in, so we'll just go ahead and stop right here in this little opening.
Comanche 5 Romeo Papa,
set the park brake.
final 26, full stop, Borrego Valley.
Get the drone cam going. First things first, we'll watch our buddy come in. Looks like he overshot the final just a smidge. Nothing you can't correct coming back this way. Easy stuff. Bit of a long final. We'll wait for him, watch him touch down, and then we'll do a quick little show of the field, and we'll move on to the next leg. Off the wall question: in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, does the nav data update automatically every 20 days, or do you have to buy a subscription? Now, I use Navigraph, just like in every other sim. I've got a Navigraph subscription, and install the updates every 28 days through Navigraph PatDog. I do not think the sim automatically updates every 28 days. I think every now and then a Sobo will do a data update for the nav, but it's certainly not every. I don't think they do it every 28 days. So it's definitely still. You know, need Navigraph, you need the subscription, all that. Same as it was on X-Plane. Nice landing. Alright, so this trip, let's see, we've got the flag, we've got, again, a little, looks like a little helipad right here. Borrego. You got your parking, decent amount of parking over at this strip right here. Look at this, you even got a little viewing area. That's cool. The Propeller. So it looks like you got a little restaurant on the field here called the Propeller. A little restaurant, viewing area. Very nice, very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Welcome to Borrego Valley Airport. Borrego Springs, California, elevation 520 feet. Desert car rental. Okay, you can rent a car. Nice, nice. All right. Got hangars for rent. I wonder if that's actually still true, or if they are all filled up at this point. I feel like hangar space in this country is hard to come by, but I guess it also depends on where you are. And that's the field. It looks like you got a little solar farm out here. Also looks like a potential little landing spot in the solar farm here. So there's your overview of this little custom-made scenery of Borrego Valley. Not bad at all. Does he have road signs out here too? Let's see. I'm curious now. He had the road signs at Agua Caliente. I wonder if he has road signs somewhere over here. I don't think I see any. Alright, I'm not going to go that far. Cool, cool. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Alright. So what we'll do now is we'll come back into the plane. We'll set up the next leg. Again, these are all free sceneries for Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 that I found on the flightsim.to website. I will make sure to advertise the, I'll just pull it up right here. So again, where is he? This guy right here. So V Basilio is the one that created these, it's a whole bunch of them for this San Diego County area if you want to check those out. And that's what we're looking at right now in the sim. So the next leg we're going to do, chat. Done with that. We're going to go from Borrego Valley to Fallbrook Community Air Park, which is L18. So right here, this is going to be probably the longest leg of the stream. We got 47-mile leg, just shy of an actual cross-country, which you need 50 nautical mile straight line. But we will pop the autopilot on for this one. We are also going to need to be wary of the terrain once again. We got 6,500 feet is the highest. It might be something where we kind of have to go out a little bit over here to the right where it's a little bit lower. But we'll kind of take a look once we get airborne and see, if we need to do a couple loops to kind of make sure we're able to climb above it. And then we'll cruise at 6,500 feet. Since that is the highest point, there's going to be lower points all around it. We'll cruise at about 6,500 feet all the way to Fallbrook Community Air Park, which is L18. Take a look at this one. CTAF is 123.05, so again, it'll be a different CTAF frequency once we get over there. And we'll look at the notes since the wind has been calm. Is there any specific runway that they prefer? No safety area available due to abrupt drop-off at each end of the runway. All right, that's going to be something to look forward to. Runway 18, calm wind runway. There it is. See, this is why you always look at the remarks. So runway 18 is the calm wind runway. So that's kind of convenient because, again, we'll be able to just kind of go in. And is it a left downwind for runway 18? It sure is. So we'll be able to fly almost straight into it, make a left downwind for runway 18 landing south. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we were looking for. And the field elevation there is 708. All right, cool, cool. On that note, let me look at the fuel. What do we got? Fuel left, right. We can go ahead and switch back. Let's see. Am I on the left? They're about equal, so we can stay on the left tank for this leg since they're about equal. And we're going direct to L17. No, I'm wrong. Is it L? What did I say? L18. Excuse me. L18. Fallbrook Community. There it is. All right. And since we are going to use the autopilot for this one, I'm going to go ahead and set my altitude. Again, we're going to go and do 6,500 feet for the cruise. So we'll get that set up right there. We'll turn the flight director on. We'll get the heading. We'll just go right there for now. And we'll get ready to use that. And we'll use the vertical speed to kind of climb up, at least initially, and then we'll kind of speed climb, and we'll do all that stuff with the autopilot on this leg since it is going to be a little bit longer of a leg. So we'll go ahead and release parking brake, and we'll move on. Oh, our buddy was out there waiting on the taxiway for us. Sorry I had to do all that talking. He's over there waiting for me while I'm sitting here yapping my mouth away, chat. Brega Valley traffic, this is Sierra 124 Mike Charlie. We're departing off of runway 26 straight out departure to the west, the Brega Valley. Convenient that we're also departing straight out, and then we'll be able to go straight for the left down runway 18 when we get to Fallbrook Community. It's all kind of working out quite nicely. With the wind being calm, makes it a lot easier to kind of do what you need to do. A lot of mountainous area around here, so again, if we need to circle around, do some loopy-loops to get the altitude we need, we will do that, because yeah, you can see we're gonna have our time being able to just straight up out climb what's right in front of us there, chat. So we'll see what we can do. If we have to do some circles to get the altitude we need, we'll do some circles. A little intimidating, those mountains out in front of us there. Positive rate, gear up. This is a nice area, nice little area to fly. And again, with these custom-made sceneries that this one gentleman made for this area, it makes it for a nice little flight. It might be a place that we have to revisit for the VATSIM Flying Club at some point. Speaking of VATSIM Flying Club, oh, is my bot not working? I wonder if my bot's not working. It's been so long since I streamed, I bet you it's off. Yep, sure enough. Let's get that turned on.
Brega Valley traffic, Comanche 5, Romeo Papa, departing 26 straight out to the west.
I had a feeling that my bot was not active because I had not streamed for a while. So now, there we go. Now you guys can see the link to the VATSIM Flying Club. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the autopilot on like we discussed, chat. So, autopilot, yaw damper on. And we're going to do a speed climb. I'm trying to in this thing because we're going to have to do a VX climb. Can't remember if it was placarded or if I have to pull it off of this. I have to pull it off of this. Yeah, 71 is VX. That's what I thought it was. So we're going to go ahead and do 71. We'll do a VX climb. And we are going to have to maneuver a little bit while we're doing this to where it's a little less steep. We'll kind of fly around. And we had anticipated we probably were going to have to fly around to the north a little bit. So that's what we'll do here. Crashed this plane the other day flying to Los Alamos with Slanty. It does not like altitude. No, it does not. It's not meant to be a high climber. Fast climber, not a fast bird. It's not very agile. It doesn't have a turbo in it, so it can't really go, you know, too high. So it sounds good though. Sounds like it's capable of more than it actually is. But it's not a fast climber by any stretch of the imagination. Even at the best, even at VX here. And again, that's VX at sea level, so we probably, for safety, we should probably do more of like a 75 knot climb. I think this is supposed to say VY and not VX, the second one right here. The lower number is definitely VX. VX's best rate or angle, I forget. VX versus VY. Yeah, so BX's best angle of climb gives the greatest altitude gain in the shortest horizontal distance. Best rate of climb, VY, gives the greatest altitude gain in the shortest time. So again, we want distance over time here, since the mountains are close by. VX has more X has more angles in the letter. Oh, okay. I was never taught that one. Nor did I teach any of my students that one. Now I feel like a terrible flight instructor. That reminds me, I should probably continue on with my flight instructor recurrent, my FIRC. I need to get that done by the end of February, and I've only done 5 of the 16 modules. So I might have to do that after the stream. That might be what I have to do now after the stream, unfortunately, is get a couple of those done. We had the same primary instructor. I don't remember Dale teaching us that, though. I just don't. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe I'm stupid. I'm going up to 6,500 to find prawn. I don't want to turn left just yet, so we'll keep going to the north here. Maybe I just don't remember that. Anyways, I do have to do my flight instructor recurrent course. I'll have to do a couple of those after the stream, now that I remember. I need to get that done before February, so I got a couple of months, but I don't want to slack on that. So we were only at 4,500. So she's definitely not a fast climber. Also, I should probably bump up my manifold pressure there. Might help a little bit. Now I'm full open, so that's as much as I'm going to get out of her. Probably start turning a little bit towards the westbound now. So zoomed in like that. Let's see. So another little peek here. See what it looks like when we actually finally get up to 6,500 feet, which is still going to take us another few minutes here at the rate we're going. Giving this poor little plane everything she can handle right now. Go straight towards the field. What are we gonna get here? Probably should be good once we get up to 6,500 feet. We should be able to clear all of this, I think. So, I mean, we could always go if we need to. There's this little valley, it looks like, to the left that we could go to if we think it's gonna be a little tight. See what it looks like here. We got just another 400 feet to go. I think our buddy Defiant Prawn is probably going to beat us to Fallbrook Community Air Park, because he's going to be a little bit climb faster and cruise faster in the Comanche than I can in the Sierra here. I think we'll be good where we're at right here. going straight towards it. At least for right now. I think that's good right there. Cruise it out. We're gonna go ahead and switch the fuel tanks. The right tank's gonna be a little bit more full now. Still have the fuel fuse pump on. I guess we could turn that off now. Oh yeah, you can definitely see it opens up in a valley here, and then there's more mountains still beyond that though. I think straight ahead of us, the mountains that we have that lie right in front of us are a little more, I think the highest is 6140. So I think we're going to be good where we're at 6,500 feet for the rest of the way without having to worry about hitting the mountain at least. Might be a little close at one point. We might shade a little bit more to the left at some point, but I think this is the 6,100 foot peak right here. So we might shade maybe just a touch to the left, and then we should be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and shade maybe just a touch to the left. So this is Lake Henshaw, according to the chart, is what we're looking at over here. So there's Lake Henshaw out to our left. I guess it would probably actually make maybe a little bit more sense to go towards Lake Henshaw. We'll be able to clear this guy, no problem here. And then it's a little bit even lower here to the left of this guy. So maybe we'll go towards Lake Henshaw, take a look at that real quick, and then shoot back up towards Fallbrook Community, just for a little bit of sightseeing. Why not? Let's see if we can see our friend out here. I'll do this off screen. Yeah, he's definitely beating us by a little clip here, which is alright. He doesn't have to wait for me at all. He can get there first. It's not a problem at all. After we get to Fallbrook Community, the next leg is going to be the final leg, which is going to be Ramona, which is Kilo Romeo November Mike, and it is currently controlled. We got one of our flight sim buddies, or flying club buddies, is on San Diego approach, and he would be covering Ramona. So we'll, if he's still on when we get to that final leg, we'll have to talk to him for the Class Delta services. Doing a whopping 130 knots across the ground. Full open on the throttle, so this is pretty much about as much as I'm going to get out of her. Start to go now, probably direct to our destination here. We can switch this to nav. Actually, maybe not. We'll go back to heading. I want to stay more to this side of this these mountainous areas. So we'll stay where it's nice and open right here. And then once we get kind of clear on the other side, then we'll go straight over. I think that's just going to be safer. Play it safe. Altimeter 3012, thanks. He said you picked up flight following with our buddy on San Diego. That's nice. I'll talk to him when we get to Ramona. But good on you for picking up the flight following. Of course, we always love any ATC that we get on the VATSIM network, especially if they also happen to be part of the Virtually Safe Flying Club. If only you had a high fidelity aircraft with a 540 cubic inch, 250 horsepower engine, and high performance laminar flow wing that was constructed professionally along the Susquehanna River in the late 1960s. You wouldn't by chance be talking about a Mooney, would you? That would be very blatantly obvious on your part if you were. Or are you talking about the Meridian? Everything is bigger in Texas. Except they're single-engine G aircraft. Some pretty area around here. Ah, the Comanche. Comanche. That's what our buddy Defiant Prawn is flying ahead of us. That's why he's beating us by a decent clip up to Holbrook Community. Or, I'm sorry, not Holbrook, Fallbrook Community. Which the CTAF there is 2305. So I'm going to go ahead and tune 2305. Looks like the best view is right in front of us. So I think my sim just stuttered for a moment there, but it looks like we're all right. We can see our buddy out in front of us there. Actually, his lights were just barely flashing in this spot right here. I do not like Microsoft Flight Sim in the way it draws the other aircraft for traffic. It's just horrendous, especially when it's other VFR, general aviation aircraft. It just does not work well. We got to go all the way down 708. So that's going to be 1,700 for traffic pattern altitude. So we got to get down to 1,700 feet. So we should probably start a descent down to 1,700 feet. Start a nice, do a 500 foot per minute descent for now. Pick it up as we get a little bit closer, since there is still a few hills here and there in front of us. Pretty area though, that little switchback right here.
Fallbrook traffic, Comanche 585, Romeo Papa, 8 miles to the east. We'll be entering right downwind for 18. Full stop. Fallbrook.
I think he meant left downwind, but otherwise we get the point. Pretty sure it is left for runway 18. 18 left, yeah, okay. Left traffic for 18. It would be right for 36, but it's left for 18.
Sorry, yes, left downwind.
You can tell he's listening to the stream. Yes, it does. Have constant stream. I've got my little prop leveler. You can see the prop lever right there. I'll actually go ahead and put my RPM up to 2600 for the descent here. We're gonna go ahead and descend a little harder now. Do 1,000 feet a minute. Bump up the mixture a little bit. Don't think I can make out the airport just yet. It's gonna be somewhere right at our 12 o'clock, but it's not drawn in just yet. Maybe like right here, actually, it's just starting to draw in maybe just a little bit, like right here, I think. Fallbrook traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie is 10 miles to the east. You can enter a left downwind for runway 18, full stop, Fallbrook. And we'll do the full stop at Fallbrook, like we talked about. Do another tour of the field there, just like we've been doing, and then we'll head over to Ramona. Maybe after Ramona, we'll do the last hop to Oceanside, which is another one. There were a handful of others, but I didn't install them yet. But Oceanside would be the last one that I have installed. So maybe we're feeling pretty good. So maybe after Ramona, we'll do the Oceanbrook leg. We'll see, or Oceanside, excuse me, leg. But we'll see. For now, we'll plan, land here, Ramona. We'll see how we're feeling after that. By the way, for my first couple of landings, real quick, it looks like the first one at Agua Caliente was minus 33. The second one at Barrero was about minus 146. A little firmer on the second one. So we'll see if we can find the nice little balance here on this next one. Start pulling the power back a little bit here.
Fallbrook traffic, Comanche 5 Romeo Papa, left downwind, 18, Fallbrook.
Looks like the field is right here. Or, no, I'm sorry, maybe right here, it looks like. That's not drawing, they're not drawing in very well. Microsoft Flight Sim is having a hard time drawing in these airports for some reason today. Yeah, right here. Wonder if maybe my draw distance is down because of sim frame purposes, frame rate
traffic,
purposes.
Comanche 5 Romeo Papa, left base, 18, full stop, Fallbrook.
That's the gear warning horn, which we should level off at the traffic bound altitude here in just about a minute. Should put us actually at perfect range to slow down. Looking forward to a European-friendly flying club event later this month. Yes, that would be the Sinatra event. It's a Saturday morning that we're doing. Going into Teterboro. I'll be hosting that one on the 25th of January. And like, talk more about the flying club as we get closer to the end of the stream here. So definitely, field is right here. Can't really make out the runway yet. Just having a hard time drawing in these airports today, man. I'm telling you. Alright, first notch flaps. Get the autopilot off. Be-doo, be-doo. Public traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie is entering a left downwind for runway 18. Bulber. Do I ever fly on Pilot Edge? No, I do not fly on Pilot Edge. I'm almost exclusively on VATSIM. VATSIM is where I've made my home for the last, call it 17 years of my flight simming. Get the gear down.
Walbridge traffic, Comanche 5 Room, Papa Clear, 18 texting to the ramp via Bravo. Papa.
M. Stein, thanks for coming in today. Public traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie is left base for runway 18, Fallbrook. Yeah, definitely done all of my flight simming on VATSIM for the most part. Never used Pilot Edge, never used Iveo. Didn't really do much multiplayer stuff either, if we're being honest. I think I'm going to be a little high here. Public traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie final for runway 18, full stop, Fallbrook. Gear down, flaps full. Yeah, there's not much room here. You go off a cliff one way or the other. Probably a pretty firm landing, but again, since it's a cliff on the other side, wasn't really too worried about my landing rate on this one. I was more worried about getting this thing on the ground and making sure we don't go off the cliff at the end. Yeah, and minus 210, so that bears out when I'm looking at the rate over on Malanta there. Public traffic, Sierra 124 Mike Charlie's clear of runway 18, Fallbrook. Again, we'll park up and we'll take another look at this custom scenery from flightsim.to, and then we'll do the next leg to Ramona, which I have listed as my last leg. We'll see, maybe we'll do another one after that. We'll see how I'm feeling, but like I said, we'll stop here first, take a quick look, head over to Ramona, which is Class Delta. We currently do still have our ATC online. We'll see if he's still online by the time we get there. And there's not much room to maneuver at this little strip, huh? I'm gonna turn around right here near the gas tank. Park up just holding short here near the flight school, and we'll take a look at the scenery here in just a second. Give me 1 second. Alright, that's good enough. We'll park right here. We'll go into the showcase cam. Reset position. Alright, so it looks like we've got Neil Aviation, avionics sales, installation, and troubleshooting right there. Bunch of T-hangers. Got your self-serve gasolina. Looks like you got a flight school. Our good buddy is parked up over near the hangars there. Got more hangars. Let's see, we got Fallbrook Air Service Aircraft Hangar Management. You got hangars for lease. Very nice. Alright. Out over here. Some more smaller hangars, it looks like. More hangars. There's a lot of hangars over here. Got a little, these little things. There's a lot. A lot going on at this small little field. Bet you there's a bunch of airplanes that are based out of here. With all this parking, you would imagine. Probably a busy little strip. Come out over here. Even more stuff. Oh my goodness, you got more hangars out over here. Holy moly. Got a little pilot store. Pretty decent amount going on over it. Probably where they do a little maintenance run-ups over there. Decent amount going on at this small little field. And again, you see, we come in on 1-8. There's a little bit of a drop off. Now you got a little viewing area, even a little too over here. To a little picnic area, a little viewing area. I bet you this is probably a pretty busy small little strip, the way that it's set up. If you love this, please check my other. Oh yeah, see, we already you can see all the different. Oh, it looks like he's got even more stuff than I thought. So we've got he's got different areas. We're currently in the San Diego County area. He's got Jacumba, Agua Caliente. We've got Fallbrook. But it looks like he's got some other stuff in here too that we might have to check out at some point. You got Octilio is another San Diego one that I didn't even see. L90. Damn, I didn't even see that one. Put that on the list. L90. Let me write that down. Because eventually we're going to come back here for a flying club event, I think. Let's see. Nice little Easter egg that he got to put his own stuff in there. I like that. All right. And then, yeah, we were talking about this earlier. There's a lot of parking at this strip. Holy moly. There's Fallbrook with the CTAF written down. And then, yeah, there's like a little drop-off. So you don't want to miss this runway because it drops off on both sides. It's on maybe a little bit of a hillside here. I guess with the name Community Air Park, there's a lot going on. Have we lost our... Do you have to get out of here, Defiant Prawn? Going to enjoy a $100 hamburger drill the rest of the flight. I'll be lurking. Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Thanks for flying with us. All right, we're going to do this last leg now to Ramona. So we can go get some ATC chat in with our friend there if he's still online. Nice little... He put a lot of work into this one. Bet you that the guy that made this maybe is based out of here, because it seems like he put a little extra something into this particular one versus the other ones that we've seen so far. But we'll see. There's still more to see, and I gotta go and check out that L90 now. I have to go look that one up on the flightsim.to and add that to the roster potentially. All right, last leg. We're going to Kilo Romeo November Mike RNM for Ramona. R N and an M. Ramona. 25 miles, so we probably won't need the autopilot on this one. And we'll just take a look real quick. We're going to be going southbound, so we'll take off of runway 18 conveniently, fly out. It's a little bit south and eastbound. We'll fly out, make sure we avoid the Carlsbad Delta, of course. We'll stay out of the restricted area that's just over here to our west, and we'll fly down into Ramona, where we have actual ATC 9-2-7. We'll see what they give us. The tower frequency is going to be actually on departure since he's covering that, and we got let's see, looks like they're both left traffic, so we'll see what he gives us when we get there. Just an easy 9-2-7 strip. Open up the airport diagram, and yeah, there we go. That's where we're headed. So we'll go ahead and do that. Parking brake, release, and let's go ahead and do it. Oh, that's taxiway. There we go. Stop. Do not enter restricted area. Runway 1836. Okay, let's go to 18. Oh, what do we got? We got some noise abatement. Okay. No left turnout prior to water tower. Fly runway heading to 1,200 feet. Make left crosswind turn. Clear of high school. Please fly quiet and safe. Okay. So we do not want to turn before the water tower, and we don't want to turn before 1,200 feet MSL. There you go. So we'll keep that in mind as we're coming out of here. Fallbrook traffic. Sierra 124 Mike Charlie departing runway 18. departure to the southwest, or excuse me, southeast. And we're departing southeast anyway, so it's almost straight out, so we don't really have to worry about, I guess, the noise abatement there. But that's cool that he's even got the sign for that right in there. Very nice touch indeed. These are nice little sceneries that we've been flying in so far. And we'll have to check out, like I said, there's apparently one that I missed that we're going to have to go check out on the FlightSim.to as well. And he's also done Gillespie and Brownfield, which I inadvertently already had those from previous flying club events. I didn't mean to put that on. I meant to figure that out. Alright, and again, so we want to wait until we get the water tower and the school. Now, I don't know if the water tower is going to be... I guess we could probably put the gear up too, huh? I don't know if the water tower is going to be drawn in the sim or not. Or the high school even. Maintain heading. I don't see a water tower. I think the high school's out over here probably, so we're probably good to go on course, I would imagine. 1,200 feet MSL. Boom. Yeah, so okay, we'll go ahead and turn on course. Public traffic 0124 Mike Charlie is parting to the southwest. Public. And we're going on this route. I don't think there's going to be any obstacles that we have to worry about so much, or too much. Field is, Ramona's at 1395, so we'll climb up 3,500 feet. That's what we'll do. Climb up 3,500 feet. Ramona is at 1395. We'll talk to the nice tower, the approach controller who's covering. Let's see, he's on 119.6. So we'll use him. We're not going to have flight following. What we'll do is we'll make the usual call and treat him as if he was just Ramona Tower and the class Delta. Well, we will call him SoCal Approach appropriately, since that is his radio name. Connected as approach. We'll give him a call about 15 miles out. We'll call him. And we do have an ATIS over there. Pull it up via text here. Site gate is Bravo, COM 10 and clear, altimeter 3013, it's a beautiful day at 23 degrees. Landing and departing runway 27, okay, so we're going to be using the west runway. So we'll probably be either a left or a right downwind, depending on what he assigns us, of course, for runway 27. There you go, you have ATIS Bravo, chat. Thing is not a climber at all. Think you missed it on a hill. Oh, was it out there still in front of us on a hill? That tower? Well, son of a gun. I'll have to run it back at some point then. Like I said, I think this area is going to become a Virtuoso Flying Club event in the future. Like one of those, we've done those free-for-all events in the past. It's been a while since we've done one of those free-for-all events, actually. But this might be a nice area with these fields right here, and a couple of them that this guy did with the sceneries being towered, you know, at least on Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. There might be bias. I don't know if any of these fields are going to be done in X-Plane, of course. We could always have our trusty scenery makers for X-Plane get their hands on it, maybe have a go at it for this area. But definitely one we might have to visit here for the Flying Club for as an event, maybe as a free-for-all event. Fly around these different strips, kind of like what I'm doing right now. This thing does not want to get trimmed out at all. Yes, I like this plane a lot. Maybe not as good as the Comanche in terms of the functionality and the realism and the certain things here and there, but I definitely do like this plane a lot. I would say that the Comanche is probably better, but this one's not bad. And if the Comanche didn't exist, this would be right up there. And I think, unfortunately, for FlySimWare, that was part of the problem with this plane, is it didn't sell too well because of the Comanche being already existing, and it was kind of already, that niche market was already filled, and so they didn't really get the sales that they thought they would on the Sierra. And the Sierra Musketeer family, not really as well known as the Comanche as well, even in the flight sim community. This is missing some of like the realism factors that the Comanche has. It's a little more sensitive. The sounds are really good. I really like the sounds the most. I think the sounds are very realistic on this. I like them a lot. It's easy to use. I'm kind of a point and click kind of guy, so it's easy just for me to use and stream, so that part is nice. I like that you have the G5. You could also do a G3X. They also have a steam gauge, so the variety of different kind of gauges you can use on this is also quite nice as well. So, you know, those are some of the things that I like about it. But I would say in terms of like realism and physics and feel and just overall everything, probably goes a little bit more towards the Comanche. And again, since they're pretty much in the same little niche, you know, the Comanche does end up winning out, even if it's just by a little bit. SoCal approach, Beechcraft Sierra 124 Mike Charlie. We're 14 miles to the northwest of Ramona, inbound for a full stop with information Bravo.
124 Mike Charlie, SoCal departure, enter a left down, runway 27, Ramona, altimeter 3013.
We'll enter a left downwind for runway 27 for Sierra 124 Mike Charlie. So we will have to, I think, overfly the field to join that left downwind just a little bit, since 27 is going to be pointing this way, so we have to come up left and around and in. So we will have to overfly to join the left downwind.
Charlie, you can plan to overfly the field then join the left downwind for runway 27.
For Mike Charlie, thank you. We'll overfly and join the left downwind for runway 27.
Rich.
Just as we were discussing. So Ramona, again, we talked about is at 1395. So 1,400 feet, traffic pattern out to be 2,400 feet, 2,900 feet. We can round up even to 3,000 to overfly the field, and then get down to the 2,400 for the left downwind runway 27. Our controller friend said he's definitely not listening in. I'm sure I'm sure you're not, buddy. I think it's going to be just beyond this mountain range is where the airport's going to be. I think that's probably why it's good that we're going to overfly to join the left downwind. Real pretty area, it really is over here. This is definitely going to be a future flying club event. Like I said, I think we're going to turn this into like a little free-for-all in this area here. Maybe we even throw in San Diego as one of the fields for the free-for-all just for laughs. We've never really done a Class Bravo in one of our free-for-all events, but maybe just for fun, we'll sneak it in there. We'll see. See how I'm feeling when the time comes, but this area is quite nice. I've seen a lot of these cool airports again by that one gentleman that made all these sceneries, and we'll have to revisit the area at some point with the club for sure. Oh yeah, we'd absolutely try and get ATC involved as well with that free-for-all event, since some of the fields like Ramona and Gillespie and I think Brownfield are controlled fields. Obviously, if we decide to sneak San Diego in there, that would be controlled as well. So, alright, as we're getting a little closer here, we can go ahead and do the prop forward. Start to bring the power out. And we're really only going to go down to 3,000 feet because we're going to overfly the field, which is right there, to join the left downwind for runway 27. And chat, just because I can kind of feel my shoulders getting a little stiff this afternoon, I think this is going to be the last stop of the stream. So we're not going to get to see the ocean side yet, and like I said, I have the other one I wrote down that we're going to have to install as well. So there's a few others that we could have checked out, but I'm starting to stiffen up here just a little bit, so we'll probably call it good after this landing here in Ramona.
Sierra 4 Mike Charlie, wind calm, runway 27, clear to land.
27, clear to land, Sierra 4 Mike Charlie. Easy enough.
SoCal, good morning. This is Southwest 1906 on the ground in San Diego. Looking to pick up our IFR over Las Vegas.
Flaps.
1906, I got departure high, clear to the Las Vegas Harriet Airport, Padres 2 departure, chicken transition to Los Falcons, said expect flight level 290, 5 minutes out of departure frequency 119.6, squawk 5365.
Southwest 1906, clear to Las Vegas Airport, Padres 2 departure, chicken transition to South, climb via SID, expect flight level 290, 5 minutes after departure frequency 119.6, squawk 5365.
So 1906 rebag, correct, and push this one to your discretion, advise ready to taxi.
We'll slide right in now to the left downwind here. We are clear to land, runway 27.
Good one, man.
That was not the store horn, that was the gear warning. Good fixins. You'll probably hear the stall horn when I flare to land. You'll be able to tell the difference. We can go ahead now, since we're over the field, start getting down to the traffic pattern altitude of 2,400 feet. And then even just continue the descent even still, now that we're going to be in the left downwind for 2-7, and just fly a normal pattern. Turn our base, get the flaps at 20 degrees. Pull power out, probably gonna be a slight bit high. Turn the final. Full notch, final notch flaps. Lucky for us, this airplane drops like a brick. There's the stall horn. Whee! Oh, that was probably the worst landing of the bunch, to be honest with you. Oh well. Started off with the best landing, and they got progressively worse as the stream went on. That's alright. This plane is really done. I thought I'd never fly because of the Comanche, but I've been having a lot of fun buzzing around.
There's 4 Mike Charlie, welcome to Ramona, taxi to the ramp via Alpha, see you Mike.
Alpha to the ramp, thanks for coming in today. Alright, ramp via Alpha. There's 2 choices. We're going to come out over here to the left. And then, of course, we're going to take a look at this scenery as well before we call it good. Chuck Hall Aviation. We're going to park in the T hangars here like we own the joint. Right next to this guy right here. This seems appropriate. Alright, so we'll go ahead and kill the mixture, kill the avionics. Prop idle, ignition off. Complete. Yeah, the last landing happened to be the worst of the bunch. So we got progressively worse. I'll show you guys on Volante here in a second just how we progressively got worse on the landings this evening. But that's fine. It is what it is. It's not that serious. But first, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the showcase cam. We are going to reset position. And we're going to check out this scenery now. Of course, you got the hangars right here. Chuck Hall Aviation. It's like it's actually like a small little FBO. Obviously, not too many jets coming to this FBO. Looks like it's mostly just propeller aircraft. Some more hangars. Some transient parking over here. And the tower, which is very nicely done. Your little sundial. Come out over this way. A little helipad offset to the runway out here on this side. Another helipad over here. Hangars. There's even a little... this is like a little... the Rare and Vintage Rotorcraft Museum. Not sure what the jet's doing hanging out there, but there's a little vintage museum, it looks like. Look at this thing. What the hell? So that's kind of neat. Guess that's something to check out while you're there. Looks like you got the Little forest fire squad that's based out in here. Ramona Air Attack Base, firefighting aircraft. So there's an even, it's got its own little frequency. So yeah, that's what that is. Restricted area, firefighting aircraft, no public parking. So don't accidentally park there. Looks like you can park over here though. Nice little warbird. You got Epic Aviation, so another small little FBO over here. A little fuel. Pacific Executive Aviation. So this is actually probably like the true FBO for this airport. This is where I bet the jets would go, is to Pacific Executive Aviation over here. Aeromechani. So you got a little maintenance shop, it looks like, right there. And a few more hangars just to button it all up. So yeah, another nice little one. We got something over here. Cruise Air Aviation. Oh, there might even be like another little FBO over here. Oh, so there's plenty going on at this field as well. So again, very high, probably high density aviation over here, so it makes sense. Yeah, very nice. Another beautiful scenery from this one gentleman that, again, made all the ones that we focused on today for this flight, which is awesome. And there's even more still that I have to install into the sim that we can check out. And again, we'll definitely try and come over here again at some point for a future Virtue Safe Flying Club event. And we'll try and see if we can get our scenery people on getting X-plane versions of these fields to really kind of make sure it's fair for everyone, that we do the flying and that there's scenery for everyone. But something we'll consider in the future. Mountains all around. Alright, that's going to do it for me on this stream, chat. Thanks for coming in today. I hope you guys really did appreciate it. I had a good time. I hope you guys did too. Oh, I was going to show you how my landings got progressively worse. My first one at Agua Caliente, minus 33, very nice. Second one, Borrego Valley, 146, okay. At Fallbrook, we were minus 210, okay. And then minus 220, definitely my worst landing here at the end. Minus 221, coming into Ramona. You can see the path that we took. All up and through the mountains, having a good time. And thank you, Defiant Prawn, for joining us for most of the flight. I was, like I said, considering doing this flight to Oceanside right here, but my shoulders are getting a little stiff from sitting in the computer chair, so I'm going to go stretch out a little bit. A little streamception. We'll go ahead and send out a raid to, I imagine he's still streaming. Let's see. Let me just double check and make sure that Arch NDA is still streaming. This is usually his time of day, and it sure is. He's flying the Airbus. He's flying the Phoenix in MSFS 2024. So why don't you go ahead and give a nice little hello over to Arch NDA. His name is Troy. He's more of a VATSIM OG than even I am. He's flying the Scary Bus into, looks like, Springfield. So we'll go ahead and switch over to him. Thanks for coming in today, guys. Happy New Year. Again, this was the first stream of the new year. Glad to be back with you guys. I'm back to work. I've been cleared to work. I'm back to work schedule, back on reserve, at least for January. Streams are going to be few and far between now that I'm working again, just like the way it's always been. So when I see you, I see you. Until next time, have a good one.